Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna go over Real Madrid versus Atalanta for the Super Cup. So as um, everybody was s- expecting Mbappe in this Real Madrid team, and Real Madrid was gonna play a 4-3-3. I saw it the same way, and as you will see, Mbappe and Vinicius and Rodrigo they were trying to get used to their new positions and the new roles in this team. So there's a lot of movements, and we're gonna cover that. Another thing to highlight is that Valverde was wearing number 8 since Kroos retired. Um, but yeah, it's information of 4-3-3 as they always do. Then Atalanta was gonna play a 3-4-1-2, but to me it was more like a 3-5-2 because Pasalic he was dropping a lot, so he was playing as a number 6 or number 8 more than as a creative midfielder. So to me it was like a 3-5-2. Um, and you will see that early on in the game, um, Atalanta was gonna do a lot of man marking. That's what they've been doing for a couple seasons, but it was really noticeable last season when they beat Liverpool and Bayern Leverkusen and all these other teams because they do this, so it's uncomfortable. Um, and there you can see everybody is covering somebody, and they track them for most of the zones of the pitch. So that happened for around 10 minutes, and Real Madrid didn't know what to do. Obviously, it was a early game on the season, so many of these players haven't played with each other in a long time. So it was really interesting. But you can see that Ancelotti was telling a lot of movements to Vinicius because it was really Real Madrid didn't know how to get into the area. So then you can see that at some point Vinicius and Mbappe and Rodrigo they all go to the left just to see how far the defense was gonna follow them because these guys like you're gonna see Rodrigo and Kolasinac, Mbappe and Hien and Vinicius and Jim City they they were really tight. Like they couldn't let him run without someone covering them. Um, so then you will see that Real Madrid didn't know how to create a build up from the defense because that's what Kroos used to do. So since they didn't have a lot of ideas on the man marking, Rudiger started going up to create this to outnumber them. But they were really smart because even though Rudiger was like doing this, they couldn't fall for it. Um, then also Mbappe, he starts moving a lot. So now he's gonna go to the right, and Rodrigo and Vinicius are like in the middle and to the left. So just to see, and you can see that Hien, even though he's the central midfielder defense, he comes to cover Mbappe all the way here. So it was just a lot of testing for Ancelotti at that time. Gasperini, he knew what he wanted out of this team. Here on this other time, you can see that Carvajal comes to the middle. Valverde covers all the way here, and then Rudiger goes up. Chouameni go up. Militao opens up, just to see how are these guys covering or trying to defend the build up. It was really they were all these like 20 from the 10th to the 20th minute that they were testing each other a lot. Um, Look where Militao is at. He goes all the way up there. Rudiger goes all the way here. Goes up. Bellingham, everybody up. Mendy and Carvajal close. So like they tried to build something and they didn't know how, and they ended up just Courtois was just shooting all the way there, and maybe Vinicius and Mbappe and Rodrigo can fight the ball, but it was really tough for Real Madrid at the beginning. At some point, then if we go back to the initial lineup with all these movements, at some point Vinicius dropped to try to create something, and look who's defending him, Jim City. He followed him all the way up there. Then Rodrigo dropped, and Valverde dropped, and everybody was just moving a little bit to make space. And look who's following Rodrigo. Rodrigo is this Kolasinac. So it was really interesting. Then at some point, if we put everything back, just give me a second. At some point, Mbappe dropped. I'm trying to create something. but they couldn't build up as much as they would have liked to. So really, in the first half, I would say Atalanta, they had a good game plan. Um, I also should say that the first half, you can really tell that it was one of the first games for the season, because there were a lot of mistakes. Mendy didn't play as well. Chouameni didn't play as well. He wasn't listening to what the goalkeeper was saying. Um, just little mistakes that during the season those things don't happen. And Atalanta, they were very organized, but you can also tell that it was very early for them too. Because even though they were attacking, I think they only got to the box once or twice in the first half. In the second half, things changed a little, because now Real Madrid, they started with Mbappe on the left, and you can see that Mbappe on the left, that's what he liked, and he created one option, really good one at the very beginning. Five minutes later, he went to the right, and Vinicius and Rodrigo to the left, and Mbappe was defending and a lot of movement, and Atalanta, they were man marking but moving as a block. So it was really smart from them. I was really surprised by the whole team to be early in the season and covering a lot of spaces. But around the 58th minute, Musso is kicking at the ball, and then he gets it back. He passes it to Bellingham, and Bellingham opens it up to Vinicius. And once this happens, Vinicius 1v1 in the box is gonna destroy anybody. And he goes for the end line, and he crosses it, and Valverde was there, and he scored the 1-0. It was after that the game changed, because Real Madrid felt more comfortable. They dominated the game after that. They didn't struggle at all. So right after the goal, the first substitution happened. So Retegi came in for the Ketillery. Then also Godfrey came for Zappacosta. And it was the same formation. Not anything big on that. Didn't influence the game as much. He got two good chances, Godfrey, but just a couple minutes later, after the substitution, Rodrigo recovers the ball on the right hand side, and you can tell that once he got the ball, Vinicius was here, Mbappe was here, Rodrigo was here, and he passed to Vinicius. Vinicius, he he wanted Mbappe to score the goal, so he crossed it, but it was too long for him. So Bellingham gets the ball. And Mbappe is trying to make space. Bellingham sees him, crosses the ball, and Mbappe is able to just put it in. Very easy for Real Madrid. Like I said, after the 1-0, they controlled the game. But it was really important for Mbappe because, in my opinion, he felt a lot of pressure for his first game. So even though it's Mbappe, everybody felt like, I would say most people felt like he felt a lot of pressure. And also, I'm showing on this picture how Atalanta was marking the corner kicks, because they were doing sono except for Rudiger and Militao. So it worked out for them. Then Bakker came in for Kolasinac, but Bakker was gonna attack more, so that meant that Ruggeri was gonna drop. So they were playing like to me, it felt more like a. Now I really felt like it was a 3-2-3-2. Because he was going up more than the others, and the wrong and the others, and they were dropping a lot. A couple minutes after that, Modric came in for Rodrigo, but Modric is a midfielder, so that meant that it was gonna be more like a 4-4-2 with Mbappe and Vinicius attacking, Bellingham opening up, Modric and Chouameni, just like that. Just like that. At times, as you can see, Vinicius, he likes to go to the left and cover. He even helps in the defense. So Mbappe was playing as a number 9 just by himself, but just from time to time. And then Brahim Diaz came in for Mbappe. So after scoring the goal, he left, and it was a good match to be his first match. But again, it was the same formation, a 4-4-2. Then Dani Ceballos came in for Vinicius. Bellingham also left for Guller, Arda Guller, and Lucas Vasquez came for Carvajal. So it was almost the same formation, to be honest. I would have liked to see more of Arda Guller, um, but it was just, I think, 2 or 3 minutes. And in the last minutes of the game, Gasparini putting Palestra for Ahim. But he wasn't going to end up here. He was going to come here. And he was going to go like this. Jim City was going to play as the last man. And Manzoni, he was going to game for Pasalic. Yeah, he was going to play there. Yeah, it was just the last minute or so. And after that, the game was over. And Real Madrid 1-0. So just let me know what you think. Really interesting game. Very early in the season. So a lot to come for Real Madrid and the European leagues. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe.